This one's called Thousand Paths.
To the next few days.
Oh.
Yeah. Thanks for saving me back.
So Kaneki really was eating the armor.
I was worried.
Oh, good. I thought he was eating humans now.
Auditor.
He's a ghoul cannibal. He's losing himself. Woo! Now, I wonder why he assumes they were humans who turned into ghouls, rather than them being ghouls in disguise when he met them the first time. I guess probably they wouldn't be at the CCG lecture. There must be some sort of test to tell if someone's really a ghoul or not. And that's going to take a bit to heal. She got freaking bit. Yeah, because he was after the owl. We haven't seen... Okay, so... Back close to the beginning of this season, there was a flashback where Mado was with the group of CCG guys who fought the owl 10 years ago. And he clearly didn't get killed in that encounter, but something must have happened because we have still never seen that investigator with bluish hair who was attacking the owl. So I think probably that was Mado's friend or partner and maybe got taken out in that fight 10 years ago, which is why Mado was making it his goal to find the owl. Okay.
There you go.
I knew his upbringing had to be real messed up for him to turn out like this. We'll get to see now. This is wild. Huh. So he was involved in like that underground gladiator club run by ghouls that the Gourmand guy ran. Interesting. How did this kid end up being a CCG investigator? Interesting. And that's why he has a soft spot for the kid.
Are you kidding me? The kid's a complete psychopath. He has no concept of morality
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Oh, you've got a good point. He has a long list of psychological issues. Everything from aggressive...
Also, what is wrong with the CCG? Even if he wasn't a psychopath, you're like, oh, this kid's strong. We should definitely put him on the force. What? They're literally saying they should use a child to hunt down ghouls? They're so bad. Like, what adult says that?
behavior to inflicting...
How did they even get him to a point where he, like, could even act like a human?
Don't you?
Yeah, I do. It's fun to imagine what they look like in cross sections.
Whatever makes
Wow.
you happy, kid.
Hey, Shinoha.
Where's the other old guy who had the Quinquet armor? He's conveniently off-screen for all these episodes.
Don't pick it up with your hands.
How can you be so clumsy when you're a ghoul? I don't get it.
Rama, you're not hurt, or maybe? Yeah.
That's like so cool. I can't believe you're friends with a guy who's all over the news. That makes you famous by association.
Is she a ditz? Like, that's not a good thing he's all over the news.
No way, you can't leave until you tell me what he's... Yeah.
Oh,
CCG? It was him. Rumor has it he took down the whole branch.
she can't focus.
No way. I mean, that guy...
I was wondering if you'd like to join us.
Well, it is only 8:18.
Have you ever invited someone to an event that someone else invited you to in the first place? It's kind of awkward, right? But because he is the superior in this situation, the kid who doesn't like her is just gonna have to grin and bear it.
Would you come on? You're not even listening to me.
Getting drunk with your coworkers.
What?
Do those ghouls and lock them up.
Lock them up.
The hell was White Plaid?
So is this a bad time?
Whoops.
I went over the meeting...
Hilarious.
Is everything okay, Sato?
That also would not happen in America, or at least at most companies in America.
You all right, Akita?
Grow up. Maybe he'd finally get that promotion
No.
he deserved.
There's an internal reason why he was never promoted to the CCG.
He talked about you a lot.
Don't beat yourself up.
You did have a chunk out of your leg at the time.
What he wanted was to avenge her death.
I see.
You were supposed to be by his side.
Ah,
He never should have faced such a deadly ghoul alone. I would still be alive right now.
she's only saying this because she's drunk. Otherwise, she would never
So
lose
my
control like
father
that.
is dead because of you. I loathe you with every fiber of my being.
I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. But you're right, I am to blame. I know that.
That's the same line he said to the
I'm
priest.
still haunted by nightmares about what happened that day.
You have any idea how hard it is to carry a completely unconscious person home? He's like, I'm out of here. Bye. Your superior officer has to bring you home because you got too drunk on a night out.
Don't go.
This is not a good idea.
Leave me, Father.
Oh,
I can't believe I thought that she...
Get a grip, Amon! Stupid rookie! What's the matter with you? You know better!
also, have you ever fallen asleep in a suit? Not comfortable.
You.
That you're a pervy investigator who's obsessed with his subordinate. And push-ups, apparently.
I'm just messing with you.
Yikes.
Now eat up. I promise it's
That's
out.
kind of cruel of her to poke fun at him now, but it's funny.
I've actually become a pretty decent.
The CCG's new Owl Suppression Unit.
Ooh, okay.
From this day forward, you will be working under and reporting directly to Valkyrie is a formidable foe.
I think that's a bad
Once we
assumption.
locate the organization's base, we'll launch...
You know, here's something I really like about this show. The ending credits are completely different. Like the animation that goes with them is completely different every episode. I think that's stylish, and not a lot of shows would do that. They definitely spent, like, the animation within the episodes isn't super awesome compared to some other shows, but they definitely took some care in how they did certain things. I'll say that. I don't know where the plot's gonna go here. I don't know what's gonna happen with Kaneki. Toka's kind of been sidelined this season so far. I don't know. And in fact, we haven't seen a couple of the people from the coffee shop. Like, we haven't seen the owner this season really at all. We haven't seen the tall, tough guy with the white hair really at all. You know, we saw the gourmand and a couple of the ghouls that they rescued from Aogiri, but they could be acting all on their own. I don't know. There's really just there's a lot of pieces that aren't on the board right now. So I'm not sure where. I really just, usually when I see a show like this, I kind of know which direction it's going, and I have no clue which direction the show is going. So I guess that's a good thing. Like, it's not predictable, but also there's not really a theme this season so far, except, you know, kind of stressing to you that the humans are not as great as we think. You know, that we're humans ourselves, so we're supposed to think the humans are great, you know, the good guys, but they have done some pretty questionable things too.